Today we are going to talk about the 9.2D task, the embedded SQL. In this task, we have been relating our mini projects which we have done in our 7.2C. For example, I have done the mini project on British Council Library. So we are going to use embedded SQL. So first of all, what is embedded SQL? It is a way to send SQL statements to a database by inserting them directly into the code, like with high level programming language. So my mini project was the British Council Library, in which I have attributes like book, member, loan, and this kind of attributes are generally common in libraries. So we are going to create a database for this. And what are we going to use for this? We are going to use a XAMPP web server. So what is a XAMPP web server? It is a popular open source software suite which is designed to simplify the establishment of a local web server. So XAMPP has bundles of MySQL and Apache, and it provides a comprehensive web development environment with a database server and web server in one package. So first of all, let's open our XAMPP which we have downloaded. So for that, first we will be running our Apache and MySQL so that we can get whatever we need over there. So we have started our things, so we will be go to the admin. PHP My Admin page, where we have created our database library, in which we have one table named as book. In book table we have attributes book ID, book published, book title, and book publisher ID. They have certain data types. For example, book ID has integer data type, book published have also integer, book title has string data type, and book publisher ID also have an integer type. So these are few of the records which we have done already. For that, we will be now going to our login page which we have created in our HTML. So this is our login page where we have named as book details. Here we have book ID, published year, book title, and publisher ID. So first we are going to give details. Book ID should be of publisher year 2020. Book title Jane June, and the publisher ID is 789032. Now we are going to insert our data. It will be showing us a new record inserted successfully, which is a green flag that yes, your data is inserted successfully, and it will be appearing in your database server. Here the three data records were already there. So when we refresh it, we can see our recent data which we have just inserted in our login form now. Here you can see our new data 12356202, which we have just inserted, and it is also highlighted over here. Now we are going to validate our data. Let's again give the details in our login form. This time the details will be wrong, so that we can see that our login form is working properly and validating the data also. Published year, let's say it is 2050. Book title is R67. Publisher ID is let's say 345. When we insert it, it will show that please enter number, which means it has integer data type. It is not going to take a string data type. For that, we will be giving the string integer, but it will still validate the data and show us error because published year can't be further than 2024. So we are again going to validate it. It can be less than 2024. So let's say it is 2023. Book title should be in string. It can't be in integer. So let's say it is spring, and there is going to be one more error which we are going to see, that book id must be of 5 digit, it can't be 4 or 3, it should be validated, verified. So 7, publisher id has also same limitation. So this is our correct data inserted. It has again showed us new record inserted successfully. Let's check it again in our database server. Here we have 4 records. Now when we will refresh our data, then it will show us the new data inserted after the validation check. So here are new data. This is the book ID, publisher, book published, and the book title and book publisher ID. So this was all about in our embedded SQL, where we have learned about how we are going to connect our login form with the database so that we can see the records, how we are going to validate the records. So for validating the records, we have done some changes in our code. We have made our code like it is going to validate the things, and we have used some MySQL connect functions over there, so we can check upon the code for our login page. Here we have used HTML language to create our login page. This is the body of the form, where we have used the color codes to showcase, like for example in our login page there is blue color, so we have used blue colors in different angles of the page. Then we have some data labels, which are book details, book ID, book published, title, book publisher ID. These are the attributes of the table and the entities in which we are going to insert the data. So at the end there is an insert button, which is to indicate that your data has been successfully inserted into the database. After that we have data validation, in which we have validated the data that book ID should be of 5 digits, the publisher year should be between 1900 and 2024, and the book title, as it is of integer data type, so it cannot as it is of string data type, so it cannot be number. Same goes for the publisher id. These are the data validation that we have inserted in our program. So connect.php, this is the main file that are going to connect the MySQL with the database server, which is basically done by the function MySQL connect, which has connected these two servers, MySQL and that database XAMPP server. So there is a line that con query SQL. This is for the connecting the things from the SQL query and to the database. The SQL query we have used over here, insert into book, means the insert into is the MySQL query, book is the data table name, book ID, published, title, these are all the attributes in which the entity is going to be inserted, and this is dot close to close the form after the data is being inserted. So this is all we have learned about the embedded SQL, how we use it, how we download the exam, and how we can validate the data. So this was all about from my side. Thank you.